Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Kenyon Drake. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
After the run, Tannehill going to throw. He hits West underneath. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken in at the 11. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bears take over. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him, and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there. 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive? The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. On the stop was T.J. McDonald.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed him. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he won't get to the markers. They're going to stop it for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out leveraging the offense.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. So now here come the Dolphins. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Well, so much for all the time that you spend in practice, because for offensive linemen and running backs to get in sync, that requires a ton of practice time, a ton of watching tape together, a ton of really getting to where you're thinking with one mind on every single play that's called, every single run, because you want to know how your guys are going to block it, They want to know how he's going to run it, what kind of cuts he's going to make, and it's really anticipatory. And when you're really locked in together, you know what he's going to do before he actually does it. On this play, that didn't happen at all, and that turned into a big loss.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing here, Trubisky. It's brought in by Kevin White. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Here's Trubisky to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Minka Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now it's Trubisky, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run it now. This is Jarkandrick West. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Aaron Lynch.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. After the interception, here's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The rookie Minka Fitzpatrick with a pick. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Second and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape.
18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Let's go. We're on the ball after this. Red, hurry.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Cameron Wake. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And this one's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Gotta go. Lock in.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky on the move to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this 1st half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Red, up.
Now Trubisky back into his end zone. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Go. Zebra.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. Flushed out right. And Stills over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They get it to him running left. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on 3rd and goal. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go. Hey, 20.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
18.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Trubisky under a heavy rush, and down he goes. William Hayes in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. They go play action with Trubisky. Looking for White on the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Red, Lock it.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
18.
Play action. It's Trubisky, and they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. So we've hit halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
Now Trubisky on first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And some room to roll now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. This is Cohen. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They try again with Cohen. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They run, and this is Cohen. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. On first down, Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Trubisky now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go. Red,
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
They're coming. Boom! Yeah, baby. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Trubisky is going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Parkey's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other, quite the opposite. But at 3-3 now here in the 4th, it's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? This feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice and tense on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hey, 20.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On 1st down, Drake, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Dolphins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On the toss, there goes West. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. After the run, Tannehill going to throw. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action, it's Tannehill. That's going to be caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. In for the score. And the Dolphins are in for 6. That when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go play action. Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rashad Jones.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. Going deep here for Stills. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. That goes for a gain of 31. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 6th touchdown of the season. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Onto the field now come the Bears. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play.
And he loses the football a second time. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Let's go, let's go.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Tannehill going to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
20. Go. Play.
Tannehill now to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
He's going to let one go deep for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play here for the Dolphins on 3rd. 57 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get...
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Khalil Mack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. Tannehill stays on his feet. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Third and long. It's Tannehill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing here, Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Parkey adds the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to do with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10.
Gotta go.
He's back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, gotta go.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Hey, 18.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it's looking like the Dolphins are going to win the football game. Throwing now, Tannehill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. One last shot for Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3